How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Riles back with another video. Probably the last X-Men 97 video for a while, I promise. Because season 2 isn't out, so they're not going to have anything coming out for a while. Well, that's not true. We know there's some stuff leaked and stuff for next year, like 2-packs and all that. But beside the point, X-Men 97 for me is about upgrading my older X-Men figures, getting some right head swaps that we have. And I have the 3-pack Love Triangle Magneto. I've already gotten rid of the... Well, the Gene is getting ready to be gotten rid of with the Magneto. I already got rid of the Cyclops and the Wolverine from that pack because I got the X-Men 97 Wolverine and I got the X-Men 97 Cyclops. So today we have the X-Men 97 Magneto. And he's not the perfect Magneto. I wish he was on a slightly bigger body, and he also has red gloves. But I have the other Magneto, so I'm going to swap those hands. And yeah, if you want to check out a lot, I'm gonna have like 5 or 6 X-Men and a lot on my eBay, so check that out if you want. It's Rowdy Riles, so you can probably find me on there. But yeah, regardless, we're going to take a look at this X-Men 97 Magneto with a new pinless update. So can't go wrong with the classic looks updated to fit into 2024 going into 2025. So taking a look at the front of the box, you can see it says Marvel Studios X-Men 97 Magneto. He's got the red hands and he does not have any effects, but I do have those from my other Magneto release, so it's not a problem for me. On the back, we get the rest of Wave 1, and then of course there's a render of Magneto. It may even be a picture, and it says Magneto, and there's a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. So with all of that being said, let's get everyone's favorite mutant civil rights activist open. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. There he is. Sorry I destroyed the box in front of your eyes. Well, the crazy thing about that purple is it doesn't even match, but I think I may have some matching hands. I think Kang's might be the right shade of purple. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's disappointing. So I guess those hands are going to go with that other Magneto because they don't match. I mean, I guess, no, they don't even match the color. Yeah, I'd say those Kang hands match the shade much better. So I do have some purple hands for Magneto that match. So that's good. So going forward, I will show you his other hands. But I'm going to be using these purple hands because that's how he's going to be on my head. And it sucks that his helmet isn't painted either. And what I mean by that is, like, here's the older head. So maybe I won't keep the head either, because you can see the whole symbol is painted purple on, as opposed to just part of it. So that's a little weird that they didn't go through and paint everything along with including red hands, but I digress. So here is our X-Men 97 Magneto out of the box. I like him a lot, other than those problems that I had, like the wrong colored hands and the lack of paint on the helmet, but that plastic cape is also a pain in the butt. It would be nice to get a cloth update at some point, but he looks really good on the pinless body. I was hoping that they would release one in a little bit bigger proportions, but this is probably the classic Magneto that we're going to get for a while. I can't see them re-releasing him anytime soon. So it's time to grab that pinless one, do some swaps, and get your perfect version of the X-Men. As you can see, we do have that classic red and purple look. Like I stated, the top part of his helmet, that purple part, is not painted, which is unfortunate. They only painted the outlines of his face, and then, you know, we've got the purple undies and the purple arm straps all the way down to the purple boots and that big flowing purple cape. So, you know, it's Magneto. I am glad to get a pinless update, but there are some things that I wish. I know they were copying the X-Men 97 design, but I don't know why they changed some classic stuff just to be different. I mean, I love X-Men 97 and all the designs in it, but just keep the classic versions of characters so we don't ever have to buy them again. At least I had the right colored purple hands. That was fortunate. But yeah, I am happy to have him. So the character of Magneto is 6'2", so I would think that this Magneto is a little undersized, but he is at about just under 6.5 inches. So maybe it's just the body that needs to be bigger and not so much the height. I think he needs wider chest and wider shoulders and bigger legs, because Magneto is pretty built for an older guy. I mean, he pulled Janet during Secret Wars. Like, he cannot be a scrawny little old guy. I mean, he's not scrawny, but you know what I mean. Like, he pulled Janet Van Dyne. Going over the articulation, starting at the head, it goes forward and backward and not at all to the side. Shoulders come up more than 90 degrees. We get a beautiful bicep swivel, beautiful pinless double jointed elbows. We get just an ab crunch, but it goes backward and forward so you can get him in some flying poses. Legs come forward to the side. We get a thigh cut. We get double pinless knees so he can kick his own butt. We don't get a boot cut, but we do get rockers, and of course we get the wrists on their pegs. But I wish he had an upper ball peg torso, and I wish the cape wasn't so heavy, because Magneto should be like, I'm Magneto, and the only thing holding him back is that back heavy cape. That is just, you kind of have to like pose him around it so that it'll, there you go, kind of. Will he stand? I had him standing. See what I mean? That cape just weighs him down in the back. So it's kind of hard to get him standing and stay standing in any dynamic poses, which is why you probably, there we go, which is why you would probably want to invest in a cloth cape. But, you know, it's a pinless update. He's just going to sit there on my shelf, and you need a Magneto for an X-Men shelf. So, bye to the love triangle Magneto. Hello to the X-Men 97 Magneto. For accessories, we get 2 red fists and 2 red open hands, which I will just store in my bin because I guess I'm not going to get rid of them because they actually match. And at least I have those Kang hands. But I do have the older Magneto effects that I'm going to keep. And it's like I have another purple hand to make them all mwahaha. So that's it for his accessories. So really not too much. First up, here he is next to the love triangle Magneto. As you can see, that love triangle Magneto has darker colors, so that purple would have never matched, and I should have expected that. But the X-Men 97 is more muted, not as saturated and dark, but he does have a fully painted mask. So you got, you know, your pluses and minuses, like with anything. Sorry, I'm about to hiccup. But that head sculpt does have some nice new photo printing. So I'll probably keep one of the heads and just get rid of the other one. It's how it is. I sell them as lots. So if some of the accessories are missing, you're just getting a big collection of some X-Men with some missing parts that, or you're probably not going to miss too much. So I need his effects, and I need at least one of those head sculpts. Here he is next to X-Men 97, Jean and Rogue, Cyclops and Wolverine. Here he is next to Professor X and Jubilee. And then lastly with Quicksilver and Mystique. So with all that being said, y'all, despite some problems, I will say that the X-Men 97 Magneto is still worth it to me, because being a part swapper and a kit passer and all that stuff, I have the parts to make him my ideal Magneto, which not everyone has an opportunity, but I did, so I'm glad I upgraded to this pinless Magneto to fit on my shelf with my other pinless X-Men. If y'all like this video, smash like, hit subscribe, check the Patreon, comment down below, let me know if you got most of the X-Men 97 like I did, if you got this Magneto, if you got the second wave Magneto, how your day is going, just say hey, you know, check Patreon, check the giveaways. We're coming up on 3K, which means we're only 500, 600 subscribers away from one of the giveaways, which is a retro carded Venom from Walmart earlier in 2024. I don't know if this is going to be up in 2024 or 2025, but yeah, check that. Make sure you're entered to do that. And yeah, do all that stuff. Keep your head up, stay brave. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye-bye.